Hi everyone. Today we're going to continue talking about surface area. We're going to specifically look at pyramids and cones. So the front of this is all about pyramids and then the back is about cones. So it says find the surface area of each pyramid below. Off to the left you have two formulas. You have what's called lateral area, which is everything but the base, and then you have total surface area, which would be the base and the lateral. Our three variables, we have the slant height, which is the height going up the side, not from the very center up, but up the side of your pyramid. P is for the perimeter of just the base, and then B is the area of the base. So those are the three things that we need to find our surface area. We need the slant height, perimeter, and area of the base. All right, so that's what we're going to start with. Looking at this problem, I like to highlight our base on here. Our base is a square. So the square that's down here, that's our base. So that's what we're going to be using when we look at perimeter and area. So I'm going to start by finding my lateral height. My lateral height is the height that goes up the side. So this is 11.7. Then I'm going to find the perimeter of my base. Perimeter goes around the side, so it looks like a square, so they're all 8. So I'm going to do 4 times 8, which is 32. And then I'm going to find the area of my base. Since this is a square, the way that we find area is we do length times width, or in this case 8 times 8, which is 64. So those are the three things I need: lateral height, perimeter of the base, area of the base. And then I'm going to fill in my formula. So I'm going to say my surface area is equal to 1/2 the lateral height, which was 11.7, times the perimeter of the base, plus the area of the base. Okay. So once I have that, I can go ahead and type that into my calculator, and I should get 251.2 meters squared. Number 2 is worked almost exactly the same, so this would be a good one for you to pause, try with your group, and then check back. Okay, so on number 2, our lateral is up the side here, so this would be 7.4. Our perimeter is going to be 4 times 5, which is 20. And then the area of our base is 5 times 5, which is 25. So that means my overall surface area is going to be 1/2 times 7.4 times 20 plus 25, which would be 199 inches squared. Alright, this problem is a little bit different than our previous problems. It's still got a square base, which is great. However, it did not tell us what this lateral height right here is. It told us the actual height of the pyramid. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Pythagorean theorem to find that lateral height. Okay, so notice it tells me my actual height is 3. This is the center to the edge. If this whole thing is 16, that means this piece here is 8. Okay, so my lateral, I'm going to have to use Pythagorean theorem. I'm looking for my hypotenuse, so I'm going to have to add those two together. So I'm going to have 3 squared plus 8 squared, and I'm going to end up square rooting that entire thing. Okay, so you can just put that into your calculator and find it. You should get what rounds to 8.5. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is find perimeter. And again, I'm finding perimeter of that whole base. The sides are both the sides all four are 16. So we're going to say 4 times 16, which is 64. And then the area of my base is going to be 16 times 16, which is 256. So my surface area is going to be 1/2 times 8.5 times 64 plus 256. And all of that together is going to be 528 feet squared. Okay, so those first three, all of the bases were a square. These next few that we're going to look at, our bases are a triangle. So pay attention when you're doing your homework. If the pyramid has a square base, use 1, 2, or 3. If it has a triangular base, use 4, 5, or 6. Or sorry, 4 or 5. Okay, so looking at number 4, first thing I need is my lateral height. And my lateral height here is this 6.7. My base is this bottom triangle that we're looking at. So I'm going to find the perimeter. Looks like all three sides are 10, so I'm going to do 3 times 10, which is 30. And then I'm going to find the area of my base. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. They have to be connected at a right angle, so that's this 10 right here with this 8.7 right here. So 1/2 base is 10, height of the triangle is 8.7. Okay, so that area is 43.5. So my overall surface area is going to be 1/2 times 6.7 times 30 plus 43.5. And when I add all of that together, I get 144 inches squared. All right. Same thing. I'm gonna change colors. Our lateral is 12.2. Perimeter. So if I'm looking at the base here, they're all 7. So 3 times 7, which is 21. And then area of my base is going to be 1/2. Again, they're connected at a right angle. 7 times 6.1. Okay, so the area of that base is 21.35. Yeah. So my overall surface area is going to be 1/2 times 12.2 times 21 plus 21.35, which is 149.45 centimeters squared. Okay, last pyramid that we're going to do today. So the bottom of this one is a hexagon, but this one actually is done really nicely for you. So it gives us our lateral, which is the 11.3, because that's going up the side of that pyramid. To find perimeter, our side here is 6, and it has them all marked the same, so we're going to do 6 times 6, which is 36. And then the area of the base, really nicely done for you. This is shaded in, and it's telling you this is the area. 2 ways that you know that it's telling you this is the area. One, it's using this big B right here, this capital B, and it says yards squared. So the area, we don't have to calculate, it is 93.53. So we can just fill in our formula. Our surface area is 1/2 times 11.3 times 36 plus 93.53. Okay, and when we type that in, we get 296.93. And I'm going to stop this video here because I have an upset baby. I'm going to take care of that, and then I will come back with a second video all about cones. So, be right back.